Class 9 students, I am going to teach you chemistry subject and the first chapter, matter in our surrounding. Therefore, first we have to know about matter, and therefore what is matter? What is matter? तो आंसर में हम लिख सकते हैं एनीथिंग दैट ऑक्यूपाई स्पेस and has mass is called matter. Anything things that occupy occupies a space and has mass. Mass is called matter. Example, food items coal, table, chair, etc. There are so many matters in our surrounding. हमारे चारों तरफ बहुत सारे एग्जाम्पल हैं. आयरन, वुड, आइस, अल्कोहल, मिल्क, लिक्विड, केरोसिन, etc. Now here we can see that, हम देख सकते हैं या we know that the electricity means electron flow in a circuit or current. It is not matter because it cannot occupy a space. ये जगह नहीं छेकता है, इसमें कोई भार नहीं होता. But those things occupy space like air. Air has mass and it occupies space. Suppose we fill a plastic balloon with air and sink into a bucket full of water. The water will displace from bucket. Here, therefore, air occupies space and hence it is matter. Matter can be classified into two ways. An ancient philosopher said that all the matter, living or non-living, was made by 5 basic elements. 5 basic elements like air, earth, fire, sky, water, etc. On the basis of its water physical properties and on the basis of chemical property, the matter is classified into 3 parts: solid, liquid, and gases. Solid, liquid, and gases. Here, on the basis of physical property, matter can be classified into three parts. Matter classified into three parts: solid, liquid, and gas. It is of three types: liquid and gas. That means matter can be found in three states: solid, liquid, and gas. Now further new topics is matter is made up of particles. All matter are made up of particles. If we break a matter piece into a small piece, then this will be divided into a smaller and a smaller particle. मतलब अगर मैटर को तोड़ें तो तोड़ते तोड़ते वह एक स्टेज में आता जिससे हम लोग पार्टिकल के नाम से जानते हैं. इसलिए ऑल मैटर आर मेड अप ऑफ पार्टिकल. Means all matter are made of particles. All matter are made up of particles. जितने भी मैटर हैं वो छोटे छोटे पार्टिकल्स से बने होते हैं. And the particles which make the matter are atoms. Therefore, when a matter is broken into a small particle, this a small particle is known as atoms. Atoms. This atom and molecules. Molecules, when again break down into pieces, then this becomes atoms. Therefore, the particles which make the matter are atom or molecule, or particle is made up of matter is made up of particles like atoms. Evidence for the properties in matter. Most of the evidence of the existence of particle in matter and their motion comes from the experiment on diffusion. Diffusion. When the particles of two or more atoms, when the particles of two atoms mixed together, then this is known as diffusion. When the same or different atoms of different particles mixed together, this is known as diffusion. Here, mixing of different substances on their one and the Brownian motion what is called diffusion. Diffusion. Then we say that the intermixing of the particles or atoms of the atoms of different matters, different particles of matter, particles of matter is called diffusion. Here we know that if we make a vegetables in our homes, the aroma of vegetables or the particles of spices mix with air and spread around a space, and we know that we feel the taste of spices. This is due to the diffusion of particles of matter. Again, we put some color particle into a bucket filled with water. The color particles mix in whole bucket of water, and we found that the color spread up to whole bucket. Hence, we can say that the matter are movable, the particles are movable in matter. And the motion of particle in a matter does not fix. Its motion is like and this motion is known as Brownian motion. The motion of the particles is known as Brownian motion. BR. Brownian motion. In this motion, the direction of particles is not fixed or not in fixed direction. Therefore, it is called Brownian motion. The house. Next example, this motion is like house fly. House fly has motion but not fixed in direction. Similarly, the particles of matter move under matter in indefinite direction. Now we are going to know about dissolving a solid in a liquid. If we dissolve a solid particles into a liquid particle, they break down into a smaller particle and move up to whole bulk. ये पूरे बर्तन में फैल जाते हैं. But how? They break down into a smaller particle by breaking. वह भी पार्टिकल टूट टूट कर छोटे छोटे पार्टिकल में बट कर पूरे बर्तन में, पूरे बकेट में फैल जाता है. एंड ड्यू टू डिफ्यूजन. दिस evidence prove that the matter is made up of particle. Some more examples are mixing of two gases. Suppose here two pot in which air is filled and the next bromine are, but here all the bromine particles mix with each other, एक दूसरे से मिल जाते हैं, एक दूसरे से मिल जाते. Here also prove that due to diffusion, the particles of matter mixed together. The process of diffusion gives us two conclusions. इस दोनों से हम इस निष्कर्ष पर पहुंचते हैं कि मैटर इज मेड अप ऑफ ए टाइनी पार्टिकल्स. मैटर छोटे छोटे पार्टिकल से बने होते एंड पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर आर कॉन्स्टेंटली मूविंग. हियर द पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर लगातार गति करते रहते हैं. इट इज नॉट पॉसिबल टू सी विथ नेकेड आइज. खुली आंखों से इसे हम नहीं देख सकते, लेकिन अगर इसे किसी माइक्रोस्कोप से देखा जाए तो यह मोशन में गति करते हुए नजर आते हैं. Now third example we can take pollen grains. Pollen grains also move underwater in different or with Brownian motion. The pollen grains move on the surface of water because they are constantly being hit by. A question is here, why the pollen grains move to each other on the water surface? The pollen grains move on the water surface due to heating of the pollen grains to each other. वाटर सरफेस पर ये पॉलन ग्रेन्स छोटे छोटे जो कण हैं ये आपस में टकरा करके मूव करते रहते हैं. Therefore, Brownian motion can also be observed in gas. गैस में भी ये मोशन पाए जाते हैं. अगर किसी बर्तन में if we fill a gas into a pot or a bucket, more and more gases into the bucket, then the bucket will destroy, or a balloon destroy due to the pressure and the motion of the particles under balloon. बैलून के अंदर में ये पार्टिकल्स बैलून के सतह पर अंदर से उसके सतह पर प्रेशर मारते रहते हैं in each direction, and therefore when the amount of gas is more and more, then they break or burst. Hence they burst. This shows that the particles of matter in any state like solid, liquid or gas moves each other. Then now, what is called Brownian motion? 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 The zigzag movement the zigzag movement of the small particles of the small particles suspended in a liquid. Suspended in a liquid or gas is called Brownian motion. अब हम लोग कैरेक्टरिस्टिक ऑफ पार्टिकल्स ऑफ मैटर कल पढ़ेंगे.